Hi YouTube, this is Mommy to Phoenix, and I'm going to do a tag video on my first tag, and I saw Cameo Baby do it and a couple other people I'm subscribed to, so I decided to do it. So the first question is, what was your first tweet? I've had Twitter, and I've probably gone on it like 2 or 3 times, and I don't even go on it anymore, and I think my first tweet were like quotes or something. That's kind of what I used to tweet, or I would like retweet stuff, but I never really like just tweeted stuff. My first YouTube video. What was your first YouTube video? My first YouTube video was a review on a Chelsea and Maine bag. That's how I started. That's where I got the courage to start, by doing a review on something, and then I continued from there. It wasn't too long ago. It was like when I was still pregnant a couple months ago. The first person you subscribed to. I can't remember the first person I subscribed to, but the first person that I saw was Information Mommy. Like I started seeing her videos and stuff because I was like looking things up, and she kept coming up. And then Plus One Please was also another one, and Style Chronicles. So those were the 3 first ones that really got me started and got me kind of wanting to do videos and stuff. But I can't remember who exactly was the first one I actually subscribed to when I started my channel. First Facebook profile picture. I have no idea. I've had Facebook for such a long time, but I'm sure it had to do something with a quote and some type of picture of me, but I can't remember, and I don't think it goes back that far. Do I still talk to my first love? We don't still talk because we're on bad terms. We just haven't talked in a while. Like, we've just lost touch, but we were still good friends and remained friends for a while. We just haven't talked in a while because we kind of just lost touch. First alcoholic drink. My first alcoholic drink was Cisco. It was so disgusting, and it was like crack juice. Like, it was, just got drunk in an instant. It was so gross. I would never, like, I drank it that one time and that was it. My first job was in Dairy Queen. I was like 13, and it started as a summer thing, and then I worked until, and then they like closed down. It was actually probably one of my funner jobs. Who was the first person to text you today? First person to text me today, I believe, was my husband when he just left to the gym, and he texted me. What was your first car? My first car was a Honda Accord 1986, which was actually the year I was born. And then after that, I changed to a 2005 Corolla, which was the year we were currently in. But I really liked that first car. It ran very well. Who's the first person you thought of this morning? Of course, it was Phoenix, because he was a little fidgety and making noises, and I got up to get him, so he was the first person I thought of. Who was your first grade teacher? My first grade teacher was Miss Hestifer. I still remember her because I used to live fairly close to the school, and I would sometimes still see her, and I knew a lot of people who also had her after me, and like she was there for like ever. Where did you go on your first time on a plane? My first time on a plane, I believe, from what I remember, because when I was little, as like a baby, my mom told me I went to a few places that I don't really remember. I think it might have been Chicago when I was a baby, but I don't know if that was on a plane. But from what I remember, it was when we moved to Florida when I was in 3rd grade. That's the first time I remember being on a plane. Do you still talk to your first best friend? Or who was your first best friend? I wrote down, like, I didn't write down the full question. My first best friend that I could remember was from when I was in like 1st or 2nd grade, and we spoke up until like right before I got married last year. Your first sleepover. Can't remember my first sleepover. Because my mom was really kind of like strict. She didn't really let us like sleep over places too much. So I can't really remember where it was, but there was very few of them. First thing you did this morning? First thing I did this morning was wake up and warm up a bottle and then pump some milk. First concert that I could remember was an NSYNC concert that I went to with a friend back in high school that she had extra tickets for, so I went with her. First broken bone, I haven't broken a bone yet, thank God, knock on wood. First piercing was my ears, but that's when I was a baby. So my first piercing that I decided to do was my belly button. First foreign country you've been to? I've never been to a foreign country. Your first movie? I definitely don't remember, but my favorite movie as a child was Annie, and I remember going to see that. That's one of the memories I remember as being younger, but I don't know what was my first one though. First time detention. I didn't get a lot of detention. Not that I was good, but they just didn't give a lot of detentions. But one detention I could remember was from talking back to one of the teachers and giving them an attitude. My first roommate. My first roommate was an ex-boyfriend of mine. At the time, he was an ex, and I had an extra bedroom, and he moved in for a month. But that was my first roommate. But the first roommate for a long period of time was my half sister and her daughter, and that was for a year or two. So that would be my first official roommate. If you had one wish, I would wish for more wishes. I don't know. I couldn't think of one wish right now. First sport I played was cheerleading. I've been in cheerleading since I was really younger, but a lot of people would say they don't consider that a sport, but I do because you get hurt a lot and there's a lot that goes into it. What do you do when you first get home? First thing I do when I get home is take off my shoes. I can't stand being in my house with my shoes on. I don't know, I'm not comfortable when you have my shoes on. So that's the first thing I do. I take off my shoes and take Phoenix and change his diaper and do all that stuff. Your first kiss. I can't really remember my first kiss, how old I was or any of that. But I do remember who it was with, but I can't remember details of it or anything like that. I guess it wasn't that important. Okay, so that's all the questions, and I just wanted to answer them so you guys get to know me a little better since I'm new to this YouTube thing and my new channel and all. So I just wanted to give you guys a little history of my first. So I tag anybody who wants to do it, and if you have any other questions, just leave them below. Thank you, YouTube. Bye.